It has been 15 days in a third world prison, 5 days in Punta Gorda police jail, and 10 days total in Central Belize prison outside of Belize City. It is Easter Sunday, and I am not with my daughter. And it really hit hard on April 20th, 2025, realizing that I wasn't spending Easter with my daughter. I had plans with her and was looking forward to spending Easter with her. And at this point, I don't even know when I'm going to see my daughter again. And it was a hard day. I had up and down emotions, and I just felt like I was just in this surreal space, this surreal world that didn't feel real. I did end up crying periodically, and that seemed to really warm my roommate up to me because she was or is a mother herself. And so seeing me really hurting, not having my daughter, not knowing where she is and how she's doing, warmed her heart to me. And there were moments in the day where I was reading scripture, journaling, and then just the reality of things would just send me into a state of deep grieving. And I would just curl up in the bed and cry, and just stay there, not move for periods at a time. My cellmate kept trying to talk to me and console me, which was very kind of her. It was very kind of her. And I did some journaling, really kind of getting out my thoughts, helping me try to process my emotions to keep me calm. So I wrote in my journal, 10 days in prison. So I have 40 days now to figure out what to do. I only get one call per day for 5 minutes. Oh, I thought it was 10. It was only 5 minutes. That's actually worse. No access to the internet. There's no legal library to use. And I'm limited to the numbers that I have written on a piece of paper. And I have to keep in mind my calls are recorded. I've been in a state of shock, confusion, how to properly handle everything. I'm panicked by the blatant lies, the unethical conduct, the apathy, and the complete disregard for me and my daughter's safety by the people that I've crossed paths with since all the way back to 2020 before my daughter was even born. I have to remain calm, Julia. I have to stay focused. I have to stay grounded and make the best choices possible. Later on in the day, I started journaling my thoughts about the state of sexism, I guess, or the patriarchal system that I feel like is dominating in my life. So these were some of my thoughts. Too many women are subservient to men, giving excuses for unethical behavior, giving up their civil rights, their self-respect, giving up humane treatment, not holding equity at the forefront. Since finally speaking out, asking for help, raising awareness, some men and women have said, you just need to forgive and go back. Why can't you just make it work? He still has rights, despite if he was abusive or has engaged in unethical behavior. There must be more to the story. And that statement irks me because it's like somehow Basically that statement, there is more to the story, dot, dot, dot. It almost insinuates that I'm a liar and he's this innocent victim. You are just after his money. You are being vindictive. I am appalled how backward so many people are in today's modern society. The sexism, the patriarchy seems to really dominate in our society. I started thinking about this concept of enablers. And so I want to share with you my journal entry on enablers as a whole in our society. Enablers. That's what fills my mind, my dreams. All the people that help a sociopath, an abuser, hurt and destroy other people's lives. For example, Sean Combs. Sean Combs preyed on people for decades. He beat women. He sent innocent people to prison. He abused men, women, and children. But people around him knew what he was doing. They still went to his parties, smiled in his pictures, helped his business grow and allow him to continue to make money while he hurt hundreds, if not thousands, of people. During Sean Combs' fall, I was talking to my ex. He, at this point, had apologized to me and admitted that he was abusive and was offering to help me through a family emergency. I opened the door to the idea that he had given me to seek counseling so that we could be co-parents for our daughter. But I noticed that he was really annoyed how I was following the Sean Combs court case and how I was expressing hope and praying that this is a sign, what's going on with the public exposure of what Sean Combs did is a sign of reform in domestic violence cases and child abuse cases in this country. But even though I was hopeful, as time went on, I realized that nothing dealing with Sean Combs and the public exposure around his case benefited my case. I got to the point where I found myself experiencing battery again from this man. And I had a criminal case, and I had a restraining order with both my daughter and I on it. And yet the courts did not care. The courts in California did not care and continued to force an abuser on my daughter and I. Enablers have empowered my abuser. There is a long list of highly educated friends with money, their own families, their own children that have willfully ignored the warning signs. Invite my abuser to their house, take pictures with him, and let him post them on his social media. They have helped him get a new job after he was laid off. They don't care or willfully allow this man to continue to be a sociopath and ruin others' lives. Enablers are just as guilty as the accused when they turn a blind eye from someone who has questionable behavior. I watched my ex, his behavior for 5 years. He's a little off. He has erratic tendencies, he's obsessive compulsive, and chronically negative. His day-to-day behavior is a red flag. Yet he has these friends who are highly educated and hold influential titles who ignore it. He's not someone you associate with. And that is exactly how monsters, big or small, prosper for decades until their sociopathic behavior finally catch up with them, if it ever does. The secrecy, the shame, and embarrassment of domestic violence and child abuse must end.